Hello friends, it's Shazib Afridi from GameLogix, and this is the 11th part of our tutorial series how to make color switch game in Unity. Okay, so we have only left one thing to do with our screen fader singleton class, and you will know in a moment why. And that class is basically complete. Okay, we have completed the scripting of that class, but only one method is left. Okay, which is basically a very simple one, and we don't need to write any code in that method, so just get on with that. That method is going to be public void debug spawn. Okay, and we don't need to write any code in this method, and you will know in a moment why I did this, why I created this method, and why we don't need to write any code in this method. But yeah, sometime later we can use it for debugging purposes. Okay, but right now we don't need to write any code in this method, and without creating this method we won't be able to produce or to create our fading effect. Okay, so this method is a key for that purpose. Okay, without this method we won't be able to achieve that effect. Okay, how? Now you will know. Now I need to create another simple script which will be like which will have nothing. Okay, like it's a kind of empty script like what we did in our debug spawn method. Okay, it's a empty method, but they are important. Okay, now you will know it's a good technique how we can achieve the fading effect by this technique. Okay, the fading effect can't be achieved without these techniques. Okay, yeah, it can be, but you can do a single thing by many different ways. Okay, so this will be called fader color. Okay, so it's a fader color, and it's created, and we need to attach this script to our main camera. Okay, and now let's write just a one line. We don't need these methods, these namespaces, sorry, not methods. And let's get rid of this update method as well. We only need this start method which will do the work. Okay, so singleton, screen fader singleton, and then its instance, its property, and then we will call debug spawn. Okay, and it's done. As simple as that. And now let's create another scene. How? I forgot how to create a new scene. It's Control N. Yeah, save this scene. Let's name it inside our scenes folder, main menu. Okay, so main menu scene is created, and fader color is done. Let's check that whether this thing works or not. And yeah, before checking this, let's add these scenes into our build settings, because without this it won't work. Yes, splash screen scene is added, and now it will assign it value of 1. See, okay, so let's test it. If we go to that other scene, that it means that we haven't made a mistake. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, we are good to go, as you can see. Okay, so now you will note the effect. Let me run it again, so you can see the effect, how the fade out and fade in works. Okay, yeah, so we are good to go. In the upcoming tutorials, I will create the main menu, okay, for this game. And the other thing which is very important, that we will need a few things in our upcoming tutorials. So, and that process is very important to show you, because I don't think so that you will do that by on your own. Okay, so it's important to teach you that process. It's a simple step. Yeah, and one other thing is that if you haven't noticed it, let me point out, I have created this folder, sounds, because we will need these sounds in our main menu scene. Okay, and you know that I provide the link of the complete project and the description of every tutorial. Okay, so that link will be provided there. Okay, so what you will do, simply create a folder like this, okay, like this, and then simply name it sounds, and then copy the contents of that original project. Basically there will be a color switch, folder. Let me show you. I have left this original project open for you guys. Okay, so this is the folder. Let me show you. This is the folder, okay, color switch sounds. So you will copy these contents and these sounds, and you will paste there in the assets, and inside the assets in the sounds folder. Okay, but I have left this original project open for one purpose, which now I am going to show you. Okay, here we will need some UIs, which are basically these. Okay, these UIs, as you can see, these UIs, we will need these UIs, like the button for handling our music and pause and play, and like replay the game again, and home button, and things like that. Okay, but it's like it's an image. Okay, it's like an image, but you can export it in Unity, and it has a different process. Now I am going to show you how to do that. Okay, so I will delete this, okay, to show you the process how you will do this. Okay, because just by simply copying this picture will not work. Okay, copying and pasting it here will not work. So let's do that. Let me delete this. How you will do this, you will go to the original project, and color switch material, yeah, and this is basically that stuff. Okay, so these are some, like you can see here. Okay, you can see these are our UI elements which we will need in our game in the upcoming tutorials. Okay, so you will simply right click it and then click on the export package. Okay, and all of these will be selected. So just simply click and this should be clicked as well, include dependencies, okay, because this exporter have some dependencies that if you exclude those dependencies, then it won't work, okay. So then simply click on export, and like I have my, yeah, so this is my folder, this is my project that I am teaching you guys, and inside this assets folder I have a UI elements folder, okay. So you will give it a name. I will name it UIs, okay, like UI elements. So save, and they are exported, okay. So let's check that, okay. So they will be in this shape, okay. You will what you will do, you will double click them and it will do the work. Now simply you will click on import, okay. So now they are successfully imported, and we don't need this here, okay. So let's delete this, and let's drag and drop this here, because these are our main UI elements, and we don't need these folders as well, okay. So let me delete this, okay. So these are our UI elements, okay. Now we've got them here, okay. So as you can see, these are the icons, okay. So and I think they are okay, things are good, okay. So this is enough for this tutorial, and if you have any questions or confusions about this tutorial, or you have some problems in this complete project, then let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, do a subscription, and I will see you in the next tutorial.